Do you like to draw? I do. Do you know how to draw an eye? First, you draw a circle. Then, you draw a smaller circle inside. Then, you color it in. That's what an eye looks like. My eyes are black. What color are yours?
Hello everyone, my name is HUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUU kind of hard to do. Welcome back to the sweetest gaming channel around. Whether you're new or returning viewer, it's very nice to see you. Okay, y'all, don't judge me, okay? You do British accents too, don't start. Anywho, recently this gorgeous website received a major update which gives us a little more insight into what this weird, wonderful little neighborhood has to offer. In a previous video, I did a theory on what I believe is happening in the neighborhood, and after exploring the website, I can say honestly my theory has not changed. So instead, I will be expanding on some of the symbolism and major theories that I have already made. Here are my top conclusions I've come to after visiting the neighborhood. Goodness, reading is hard. I believe Tulpa is a great description of what welcome home is. And you may ask, what is a Tulpa? In big terms, Tulpa is a concept in theosophy, mysticism, and the paranormal of a materialized being or thought form, typically in human form, that is created through spiritual practice and intense concentration. Now, what does that mean in layman's term? A Tulpa is a concept that a being or an idea gets stronger the more it's thought about and can manifest through those thoughts. It's the idea that given enough thought and focus, we can actually create real sentient beings. Think imaginary friends. Now, I believe that Wally can manipulate the website, send secret messages, and even eat with his eyes because we believe he can. Meaning, the more that we believe in Wally, Home, and the other welcome home characters, the more real it seems and the more powerful they become. This works because Clown has done such a miraculous job of blurring the lines between fiction and reality, so much so that Welcome Home looks and feels like a real children's show. But of course, though, we all know it's not real. We know that, right? We know that it's not real. Some of the major themes that I've seen throughout the website includes the theme of hypnotism, being watched, mental health, and control, or the lack thereof. The question remains though, who is in control? And who is watching who? And the symbolism in the show reinforces this. The eyes tell us that we're being watched, but also remind us to be aware. The spirals transport us into this world and remind us to never stray far. The phone rings endlessly as Wally calls out to you. But do you dare pick up? As I've stated before, I believe that Wally is under the control of Home. And now, bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to put on your 10 hats for this one, but I believe that Wally may be the personification of Home. Home has a blue roof and Wally has blue hair. Wally's name may even be a play on the term, the walls have eyes. And that's why in conversation, rather than speaking, Wally acts like a fly on the wall, because he is the eyes and ears for Home. Like I said, 10 hat theory, But we can find evidence of their connection on the website when you look at the bottom of the merchandise page. Each character is spaced apart except for these two. Not only that, Wally also signs for home in the guest book. And we all know that nothing in Welcome Home is done by chance. However, despite being under the control of home, I believe Wally is alive and aware and is trying to communicate through his drawings, website manipulation, and notes, as well as the insects, which Clown has stated home does not like. So I find it interesting that anytime I go off script, I feel like let me start over. Clown has stated that home does not like insects. So I think that it's interesting that those videos, those little pieces of information are placed within bugs, because maybe Wally's trying to hide it from home and home's not going to deal with no bugs. So Wally knows that's a safe place to put it. But besides that, some evidence that I've found within the website that Wally is trying to communicate with us and that he's self-aware was a secret message in the link bar that, once you piece it together, reads, "I will help you understand. I will find a way soon, neighbor." After reading the blacklight messages, I believe that Wally has even reached out to members of the Welcome Home Restoration Project, and the text reads, "Wally darling, everything is so disgusting to the touch. Sometimes the mail doesn't come for weeks. I want to rip into everything I have. My head feels so muddled ever since I opened the envelope." Then there's a picture of the phone and the eye, which we know the phone is what Wally uses to communicate, and we know that the eye represents he's watching or something. And then on the next one, it says the phone is ringing. And then it says, "Wally darling, I am so sorry." Clown has confirmed that Wally loves eye contact and can see through the eyes of fan art. And we know that he uses the phone to communicate, so perhaps Wally was calling the Welcome Home Restoration Project worker to apologize for the troubles of this discovery. Or maybe the worker is apologizing for failing Wally. Either way, it seems like the two are communicating. I also find it interesting that the worker chose to write in invisible ink, and the juxtaposition between the response they gave the interviewer and the response in the ink. Could it be that the worker is also afraid of someone on the team? Is there a hierarchy within the Welcome Home Restoration Project team, controlling the workers as well? I don't know. Now, in regards to the black substance, I believe that the black substance is a form of black mold released by home in order to keep the residents and researchers at bay. Black mold is typically found in homes and is released through spores into the air that you can absorb through your skin or breathe in, and once you do, it causes you to become very, very sick, just like the black goo in this story. It's often said that every character in the show represents some form of trauma or mental struggle, and Clown has even confirmed that many of the characters are neurodivergent as well as on the sexual spectrum. So I wanted to come up with my own theory of what I think each character represents, and I will be sure to share screenshots and proof of Clown's confirmation, because some of these aren't even theories, some of these are things that Clown has already confirmed. But before we get into it, let's keep it cute and friendly, y'all. We are a very, very warm and accepting community. Alright? I don't do that stuff. We ain't making fun of people. We ain't doing none of that. Alright? We're all humans. We are all very special in our very own way. And what is that? That's okay. Alright. So, here we go. Let's see what I have so far. I believe that Eddie struggles with people-pleasing syndrome, possibly dementia and or repression. It's said that Frank sometimes attempted to help Eddie with remembering tasks by tying a string around Eddie's finger and finding color codes for every situation. Although this didn't seem to help, and Eddie kept forgetting things. Frank was also worried about how hard Eddie worked to help and please everyone, to the point where Frank believed that this could affect Eddie negatively or hurt him in the process. It's also been confirmed that by Clown that Freddie, what? I just made their ship name. That's what happened. Frank and Eddie are actually together. They are a couple. That is canon. I did not make that up. And yeah. Now, in regards to Howdy, I don't exactly know. I really don't have anything for Howdy, besides the fact that Howdy may be controlling. I read somewhere in the fandom that, hold on, I'm actually looking. I am looking at this as I'm speaking. It said that Howdy is not good at baking and cooking. He was too bossy to others in the kitchen. So, I don't know. And to be a store owner, you gotta have a certain, je ne sais quoi about controlling and putting things in place. That one is serious speculation. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me and come up with something. But I believe that Howdy may represent being a controlling person. Barnaby, I believe, represents depression. For one, Barnaby is blue. Most dogs aren't blue. He has a tragic backstory, and more often than not, a lot of people use comedy as a form of relief and try to make other people laugh to cover up from the feelings that they feel inside. And now Wally. Dear sweet baby Wally. Wally has been confirmed to have autism by Clown themselves. I believe Wally also has dissociation, or represents dissociation. Clown has said that they have autism, and they have put some of those traits into characters. They sprinkle in stuff like Wally not understanding how to laugh, sleep, or eat, preferring to hold food rather than to eat it, and Wally taking stuff very literal and being very blunt. Poppy, I believe, represents anxiety, perhaps abandonment, and maybe even internalized transphobia, because Poppy is trans. That has been confirmed by Clown themselves. And Poppy had to leave home because she was not accepted by her family, a story which I'm sure a lot of trans people can relate to. And I believe, as far as the abandonment, I think that is maybe part of the reason why she took to Barnaby and why she decided to care for Barnaby, because she herself can relate to being abandoned by her family, or Barnaby wasn't abandoned, but just being left behind by her family. Now, Sally, my favorite girl, I believe she exhibits some traits of narcissism. She's very proud and arrogant, and her backstory actually parallels Lucifer, and Lucifer is even sometimes referred to as the morning star. I believe she may also be bipolar, because she exhibits some grandiose ideas, ambitions, and self-conception, and it may actually go in part with her dual sun and moon motif, which could also relate to hypomania. And because she is an actress, she may even suffer from imposter syndrome. And Julie has been confirmed to have autism. I believe she also has ADHD, and she may even have age regression, because she is just so childlike and she just loves to do so much childish stuff. Maybe. But she's definitely confirmed. My goodness, my mouth is getting dry, y'all. She's definitely confirmed to have autism. And last but certainly not least, I believe that Frank also has autism that has been confirmed. And I believe that Frank may also represent OCD, because he likes things to be very in order, very straight, and perfect, really. So that's all my thoughts on what each. My goodness, y'all. Talking is hard. Reading is hard. It's all hard. I'm struggling. I'm fighting for my life. Anyway, that's what I believe. These are my theories. Let me know if y'all agree or you don't agree. What do you think about the characters? What do you think they represent? I know that I did not touch on a lot of things. I wanted to keep this kind of a short theory video, considering the fact that I already went so in detail already, and I already said it. But yeah, so that's that. I'm happy to be back with y'all. I hope that y'all are doing well. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope that y'all have and had an amazing day. It's been very sweet hanging out with y'all. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and do all the wonderful things that you can to help my beautiful channel grow. I really appreciate that. But yeah, y'all, tell me what you think. And thanks for watching. Bye.